Thank you for your kind invitation. My name is Esther Ouwehand and I'm a member for Parliament in the Netherlands for the Party for the Animals. Our party is the very first political party in the world which has been chosen in the national parliament to stand for the interests of animals. Do we think that animals are more important than humans? Well, not at all. We think that not the right of the strongest, but the interest of the most weak in our society have to be the main issue of concern. And we believe that if we keep the interest of animals, nature and our environment in mind, we shall do the same with people living now and with future generations. Party for the Animals is celebrating her 10th birthday this year. And just like you, we are continuously searching for environmental solutions, sustainable solutions, because we see that humans destroy the planet and its resources on which we ourselves depend. And now with 7 billion people literally exhausting the earth, we can see we have to do something. Scientists and policymakers try to find sustainable solutions to handle the great problems of our future. They invent electrified cars, solar cell panels, so-called green ways to produce energy. But the question is, are these solutions really enough? Do they provide the means to make the great turn to save our planet? And do we feel enough urgency for a radical different direction? And can we realize that direction? Another question would be, can we afford it not to choose for a totally different track than the one we are at now? I am inclined to be optimistic, but in several ways we are standing at the edge of an abyss. In the sense of financial means, natural resources, biodiversity, medicines and drug resistance, global warming, the division of nutrition, and the strained relation between rich and poor. And of course, you can think of the most advanced, technical, sustainable solutions. But today, I would like to offer to you one which is not so complicated. In fact, it is very simple, and actually Einstein already knew the answer. He was convinced that the greatest contribution to saving our planet would be to switch to a vegetable diet. And why is that? Well, meat is one of the most inefficient parts of our food provision. To produce 1 kilogram of meat, we need somewhere between 3 and 7 kilograms of vegetable food. Imagine 3 to 7 kilograms to produce 1 kilogram of meat. So if you consider that it takes about 7 kilograms of corn or soybeans to make just 1 kilogram of meat, we are talking about hundreds and hundreds of hectares of soybean planted in former rainforest to provide meat. Between 40 and 50% of all cereals are not eaten by humans, but by livestock. And for soy it's even more, about 75%. That's not a very efficient way to produce protein food. In total, livestock farming uses 80% of our present agricultural area. And to produce animal products, you need up to 10 times as much land as is needed to produce vegetable products. And this is due to the fact that all this land is needed to produce feed for these billions of farm animals. And of course, that has its influence on biodiversity. 30% of the decline in biodiversity is caused by producing meat. Meat is also one of the most polluting parts of our food provision. The dairy cow produces so much methane that you can compare it to riding a 4x4 vehicle 35 miles a day. And do you have any idea what part of total greenhouse gas emissions are actually caused by livestock farming? 18%. And what part is caused by transport? Just 13%. So all the cars, tractors, trucks, ships and planes in the world added together emit fewer greenhouse gases than producing the meat we eat. People in upcoming economies will want to eat like we do. If everybody in the world would consume like the average Dutch person did in 2008, we would be needing 3.5 planets Earth. Differences will get harsher, prices will rise, food will get scarce. It's bad, considering the hunger in the world we already have today, and it might be even worse for peace. Military experts warn for wars caused by exhausting the planet. But amazingly, most political parties think the way out of present problems is growth. From left wing to right wing, from those who call themselves green to the religious parties, they all think growth is the answer. But we grow over the edge of the abyss. And when looking into an abyss, the only safe step is sidewards or backwards. And this safe step could be switching to a vegetable diet. It's free, it's simple, it's cheap. Together with the Free University here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, we found out what it can help us save the reduction of the greenhouse gases. And this is the result. If we all ate vegetarian 7 days a week, we would save 22 megatons of greenhouse gas emission. That would be enough to cook, to heat our houses, and to have warm water for all Dutch households. If we take a lesser step, 5 days a week, it would be like 32 million times flying from Amsterdam to Nice. And if we were only willing to eat together 1 day a week, no meat, that would be like we all had energy-saving freezers, fridges, washing machines, tumble dryers, boilers, double glazing and insulated walls, or 1 million cars off the road. I would like to tell you that the solution can be simple and the solution can be cheap. Switch to a vegetable diet as the first and most important step to saving our planet. Thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful week, and I was honored to have the chance to speak to you today.